Good morning, everyone. My name is Shweta Naik. Subject name is Managerial Economics, and my topic name is Price Elasticity of Demand. Demand. Demand refers to a willingness and ability of a consumer to buy goods and services at a specific price. Economists use the terms demand to indicate that consumers need particular goods or services and are willing to buy them at a price they are at time of demand. Price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand is a percentage change in the quantity demanded of goods or services divided by the percentage change in the price. The price elasticity of supply is a percentage change in quantity supplied divided by the percentage change in price. That is, it equals to percentage change in quantity upon percentage change in price. These are the types of price elasticity of demand. First one is perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, unitary elastic demand, relatively elastic demand, and relatively inelastic demand. First one is perfectly elastic demand, that is, it equals to infinity. Perfectly elastic demand is a situation where the quantity of product demanded is highly sensitive to the price changes. When the demand is perfectly elastic, a small price change can cause a large change in the quantity demanded. For example, perfectly elastic demand includes luxurious products like jewelers, goods, golds, and high-end cars. Perfectly inelastic demand, that is, it equals to zero. Perfectly inelastic demand is when the demand for a product remains the same even when the price change. This means the consumers will buy the same quantity of product at any price. For example, perfectly elastic demand includes luxurious products like jewelers, golds, and high-end cars. Unitary elastic demand equals to 1. Unitary elastic demand is when the percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to the percentage change in price. This means that this means that if the price of product increases by 10%, the quantity demanded will decrease by 10%. For example, household appliance. The price of household appliance decreased by 10, demand increased by 10. Bananas. If the price of bananas decreased by 16.28%, the demand increased by the 16.28%. Relatively elastic demand. Relatively elastic demand is when a small price change in the product cost causes the charge relatively large change in demand. This means that the quantity demanded is more sensitive to the price changes. For example, gas line. When the price of gas increases, the consumers may look for alternatives like public transportations or electric vehicles. Movies ticket. Consumers may be more sensitive to price increase and choose to see a movie at a different times or place. Relatively elastic demand. It equals to greater than 1, less than 1. Relatively elastic demand is when the demand for product changes in responses to price, but the change is not proportional to the price change. This means that the price of product change more than the demand for a product. For example, medications. Consumers will buy medications regardless the price because it is necessary. Water. Consumers rely on water as a necessary to demand for a water is relatively inelastic. Electricity. Consumers rely on electricity as a necessity to demand for electricity is a relatively inelastic. Thank you.